MotoGP win here in Le Mans.
Martin was having a look at the inside of Bagnaia into garage there. So
Marquez, the race leader, the only man in the top 6 that stands right now who's got that yellow band in Michelin hard front tyre on, and he will not be having any worries about tyre temperature, tyre pressure. Miller's going for it here. I just wonder, this is Miller thinking about his front tyre temperature and pressure in the groove. He got in hot, didn't he? He ran in a little bit wide there. Marquez
not going to give this lead up with that one hell of a fight.
Yeah, you pass Marquez, you better make sure you're making ready. Is it going to be the block pass? Just park that KTM now in the middle of that chicane. They'll all bunch up behind the Australian now, but Miller hits the front for the first time.
Miller's making it very, very clear that he feels he's got the pace to lead this Grand Prix from the front. Very, very impatient, hasn't he?
As we mentioned pre-race, his last 2 visits here have yielded 45 out of 50 in P3. Miller just running that real tight defensive line. He's not giving Marquez any sense that he can snap up the inside of him in the Dunlop chicane. Great riding this by Miller.
So right on board with one Repsol Honda. The other ones had problems on that third lap. Tranbia doing a tremendous job at the back of the picture. In fact, he's just been overtaken by the recovering Jorge Martin.
Yeah, some of the big hitters out of the sprint then yesterday are really suffering, aren't they, early on here in the main Grand Prix. Brad Binder over the line, he's clawed his way back up into the point scoring place. His 4th came over the line 11th place, he's dropped down to 13th, so something's happened on this lap because Fabio Quartararo has lost place to Aleix Espargaro and to Di Gianantonio.
Oh, contact! Vinales and
Bagnaia gone down! Vinales and Bagnaia caught up in a tangle together, and Pecco Bagnaia, thankfully, all 4 of them up on their feet and okay, but there was a massive quarrel, wasn't it, going on between Bagnaia and Vinales.
They'll both be in trouble for that.
There's going to be some serious work now for these stewards to be looking at those 2 incidents. It looked like Marini just made a mistake coming out.
How to be angry at either, it's one of those situations.
Yeah, it just looked, didn't it, there, as we saw multiple replays, just a pure racing incident, both of them going for the same piece of tarmac. Vinales, he would have thought that Bagnaia was out of his peripheral vision there. What was not any question, though, there was a bit of fisticuffs afterwards, weren't there? Yeah. They'd both be in trouble for that one. Vinales, I think, in the heat of the moment, when the adrenaline's coursing through your veins, you're trying to work out first and foremost how on earth you've gone down the road there, because neither of them were expecting to have that crash, but it's good to see they broke the hatchet. Here comes Bezzecchi, that's really, really close. He's running Marquez right. Bezzecchi now lunges on the inside of Martin into the Dunlop chicane. He's on the charge now, up into 2nd place. Will he have to though maybe drop 1 position after the incident with Marc Marquez? Marc Marquez might just say, well, that's just proper old-fashioned aggressive late race pace in all conditions, all different types of tracks so far in 2023. It has been Johann Zarco. We wrote him off as a potential rare home winner in MotoGP in front of the French fans, but he's coming right back to the fore, isn't he now? Marco Augusto Fernandez, Aleix Espargaro, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Brad Binder and Fabio Quartararo into this battle potentially. He's Johann Zarco. What a ride by Augusto Fernandez. He's in 6th place at the moment. Dreamland for Hervé Poncharal. Harsh move on Marc Marquez at Garage there a couple of laps ago. He had to drop that 1 position, put him back in 3rd place. He's brilliantly worked his way back now to the front of this French Grand Prix. There is Zarco, there is Fernandez, just out of your picture as well, Aleix Espargaro, who's the fast.
Bezzecchi leading this Grand Prix now by 0.6 of a second. Miller did a 33.1 on the last lap around. He is really struggling at this stage of the race at least to match the pace of the leaders. Can Marc Marquez bring himself back on terms now? It is a leading group of 7, as Matt mentioned, because Augusto
Fernandez performing absolutely brilliantly as well. Don't discount Aleix Espargaro too. What a French Grand Prix we've had so far.
And Marquez does not at this stage in any way to have any sort of answer to Marco Bezzecchi. That lead's going to be over a second when they come across the line.
First sector of lap 13, the advantage for the first time over 1 second.
Well, while one KTM threatens to fall back through the field, don't rule out the other factory KTM.
Alex Marquez runs Zarco out wide. That in turn pushed both Aleix Espargaro and just the domino effect, wasn't it? Yeah, Alex Marquez just giving a little tap there to Zarco, and that basically fist clench and the smile there, the gritted teeth from Hervé Poncharal. He will be super proud whatever happens in the remaining 14 laps of this French Grand Prix. Laps, Marquez at 132.1, Martin 132 flat.
Oh, look at Fernandez!
You know what, Miller's got big trouble here, hasn't he? Jack Miller is sinking, dropping like a stone. Nothing he can do here, Miller. I just wonder what's going on there with the Aussie, whether it is front
around another half-second quicker than Marc Marquez. If anyone's got the pace to potentially close down or at least keep up with Marco Bezzecchi, it's Jorge Martin running in 3rd place. He did his personal best of 132.065, but Bezzecchi is in the battle then for 6th, 7th and 8th. Jack Miller, who's continuing to struggle, he's lapping in the 133s, a 33.4 for him last time around. He's coming under,
reeling off personal best laps, but he can't do anything about this man. Bezzecchi's just been superb.
For the first time, though, he was actually a shade quicker than Marco Bezzecchi on that last lap. Bezzecchi's able to lap pretty comfortably in the high 131s, but Marc Marquez for
Start of lap 18 of 27.
Aleix Espargaro has now passed Jack Miller. He got through on the previous lap. Aleix Espargaro now up into the top 6, and surely it's only a matter of time before Brad Binder does the same. You feel Binder's got the pace to potentially go a lot further than just past his teammate. Of course, remember,
That's the crystal clear choice. He suffered on the medium. That's why he dropped down to the soft today, but it just has not worked out, has it? If we are correct in assuming that it is the front tyre.
2 for him last time around. That's just about his pace, mid-32s. He's around half a second a lap slower than the race leaders.
Yeah, a bit of a humbling, a chastening experience, this isn't it, for Fabio Quartararo in front of his home crowd. Just the one solitary podium finish to his name on Sunday.
Bezzecchi, but more importantly, it's brought Jorge Martin right back onto his rear tyre again.
You just wouldn't was there right in the very early part of this race where he got lifted up by Bezzecchi, who had to drop 1 position.
There was a mistake somewhere for Brad Binder on that last lap as well, because he's dropped him a second behind his teammate Jack Miller, who actually did set his personal best lap of the Grand Prix last time around. So a long lap penalty, you can't take a shortcut and not lose any time. Brad Binder clearly didn't, and he'll have to serve that long lap penalty, which is down at Garage Fair. If it's around a 3-second time loss, that will put him somewhere near to Gian Antonio and Nakagami, who are battling for 10th and 11th. Fend off the sprint winner, the Martinator Martin, who's eyeing up 2nd place.
And there's just been some pointed remarks. I've not mentioned names, but it's been pretty clear who both Jorge Martin and Marc Marquez have been talking about when they've been giving their opinions about a couple of close manoeuvres that have involved the pair of them so far in 2023. So getting closer, edging closer to this battle for the podium. Augusto Fernandez there, just coming through turn 12. Absolutely phenomenal ride by him. He's going to take 5th place. Yeah, there's been a few riders that fall out, but he was already comfortably inside. 2nd behind Martin to start this lap number 23. His podium hopes, his dream home podium hopes, running out of time, isn't he, the Frenchman, the 32-year-old. He has tasted home Prosecco here before.
At this stage, fastest rider on track actually last time around was Aleix Espargaro, who does fancy
2 seconds is his advantage as we start lap 24. It's all eyes, our full focus on this battle that continues to raise. Look at Marquez. He is wringing the neck out of that Repsol Honda. It was sideways, wasn't it? Snakes from side to side, but he hops that inside line. Martin probably could sense that was coming and just gave Marquez a little bit of room, but they swap places for that 2nd again. Somebody else has gone down. Somebody else has crashed. It's not Marco Bezzecchi. We know it's not anybody that's top left-hand corner of your screen. He has long gone. Marquez again. How much corner speed can he carry through that fast sweep through into turn 1? This time around, Martin can't attack him. Marquez getting everything out of him. Sedge. Every time Jorge Martin's got through, Marc Marquez has been desperate to latch Grand Prix for him, and it looks like there's going to be double podium joy for Prima Pramac Racing with Martin and Zarco on the podium. Listen to the noise. If Johan Zarco does hang on to this 3rd place, it is going to blow your ears off. French Grand Prix, high drama. Jorge Martin, after his incredible fight with Marc Marquez, takes 2nd. Johan Zarco does take a home podium. The French fans absolutely love that special.
But how proud must he be of his rookie, Augusto Fernandez, who's been doing a very fine job up until now. 4th place in what is just his 5th